Doing good? How are you doing? Doing good. Daniel will be here Saturday and Sunday. You'll have to come back.
I'll definitely come back to see you.
Hey, how are you?
You will be.
How's my cousin? Yeah, here. And please watch your step. I'm sorry, watch your step on these stairs. They're short stairs, so coming down.
Sure.
Well, it's somebody that can afford them.
Broken. Oops.
Excuse me.
Light on in here, don't they? There you go.
Sorry to get it out of your way.
Oh, more toys. Goat. Oh, I have one of these. It's funny. $5. I don't know, and I'm worried about the prices.
Yeah, they're tough. I'm telling you.
Everything I picked up has kind of been expensive. Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today is more stuff that we've been picking up over the last few weeks. And last week was really busy for me, even though this is weeks in advance, but I didn't get a lot processed, so I'm trying to get a bunch of videos done, and then I'm going to share with you what I found. Loved this. Look, Bunny Love, got the little pink gingham body and ears. It is one of my favorites. Knickerbocker, and on the back it says Animals of Distinction. I'm hoping maybe $20 or so for him. Had to grab this. It is Fun Farm. It was $2, $19.79. I think it's also Dakin. I think a lot of times Fun Farm and Dakin are the same. The tags, see, the tags look very similar. Probably going to be $10 or $12.
Jerry from over at TN Pickers was talking about not Fun Farm, but Funny Farm.
Funny Farm.
Over the weekend. Remember that Chevy Chase movie where he went out to the country to... Yeah, that was funny. Long time ago I saw that one.
Now, this was intriguing. Now, I have the little beggar bear. I think it's a bear. Maybe it's a dog. It is a Plaus. This one's a cat, and I've never had it. Now, the whiskers have a little bit of issues. See there? It's a little crinked. I will just take a close-up picture of it and say, you know, there's wear to the whiskers. Just had to have it because I've not had this one before. I'm hoping $20, $25 for it.
You need to quit saying things that make me think of stuff.
Now, I picked up a cloth one that was her. Her name is Merriweather. One is Flora, one is Fauna, and this one's Merriweather. I can't remember which one she is. But these have the little vinyl heads and hands. They're from Sleeping Beauty, and I don't know. I'll probably keep them together, but I might not, just depending on dollar value. If they're worth like 10 plus each, then I may just go ahead and keep them separate. That way somebody can fill in a collection. But if they're not worth, you know, $5 or $6, I may just go ahead and keep them together. I bought this for my wall. It needs cleaned. Oh, look, I didn't have one of those. It's the little pull string. Got the ladder. Just definitely vintage Fisher Price. I don't know what the year is. But I'm going to put it, when we get our new wall, I've got wooden little people right down here. And I'll just go ahead and put all the wooden stuff together. I thought this was cute. It is North American Bear Company, 1982. Just clean, probably bread and butter. I just thought, why not? I'm always wanting to pick up the vintage stuff. And look at him. Very intriguing. He is Mighty Star. Now, usually a lot of the Mighty Stars are a character, but this one's not ringing a bell to me. But hopefully Google Lens. Here, I'll get Robert to check him. But it's probably, it says made in Korea. I want to say 60s, maybe 70s. But I think he's somebody. I just don't know who. And then I had to grab this. I have no clue. There was a ton of vintage Fisher-Price at this estate sale I went to. I have a feeling this dollhouse stuff might be Fisher-Price. Yep, Fisher-Price toys. It says FP Toys. When you see that, it's usually the vintage stuff. But it's a whole bag of this. I'll have to check comps and see what I'm showing, and maybe I'll divide it up by rooms. Like I'm seeing a dresser and a bed in here. I'm seeing a grand piano. Just different pieces in the bag. So I may divvy it up. Hopefully I can find comps on this, but I ain't afraid to try to auction this if I'm not finding decent comps. Or if it ends up being maybe worth a lot more if I just try to auction it. But I don't do auctions very often. Just intriguing. Look, oh, this is upstairs that you can move. Just all of this type of stuff I enjoy finding and saving. All right. Some of the more of the Fisher-Price vintage furniture. Just very intriguing stuff. Look, there's even a little, but this isn't like Loving Family or anything. This was the original one. I want to say back in the 70s. And then look at these. I was thrilled. Now they're going to need a little bit of cleaning. But all of these figures in my hand are, I believe, the Fisher-Price Adventure Series. Now these were also like the 70s. But just lots of like motorcycle riders, construction. I think this is Deep Sea Driver. I'm hoping a couple of these are going to be like major bolos. But I haven't done any comps. I just always grab them. You'll know that they're Fisher-Price. If you've seen them, then you start learning. But on the edge of one of the legs, it usually says like Fisher-Price 1977 or something like that. But even in this condition, they're still going to do very well. Yeah, I think I did pay $1 each for these. Some of these may end up in lots, but some of these I may be listing all by themselves.
Is that from that estate sale we went to?
Yes.
He was kind of expensive.
He was very expensive, and not everything was priced, so you just kind of had to bring stuff to him, and then he'd say a price, and you'd have to agree or not agree. So there's them. Oh, and then here's more pieces to the Adventure Series. This might not be. This is. Let me look at this. I'm not quite sure. This seems awful big. But I went ahead and grabbed it over here. Made in Hong Kong. Tonka. This is Tonka. Don't know. I'm hoping $10, $20 for it. Then they did have some of the Fisher-Price vintage animals. The lion. The black pig is kind of hard to find. Here's the little dog. And then the circus bear. So I'll probably like list these two together and then list these two together. But they all need a good wipe down. And that these are more pieces to the Fisher-Price Little People. You know, you can see it fits one of the vintage guys in there. And then this I went to one of the like lift and loads or something like that. I think both of these are, I want to say Fisher-Price Loving Family. This is one of the older dogs. I want to say from the 90s. And then this one, let's see what he says. I've never seen this figure before. He looks like a teen. 2014. usually this is like, yep, 93. So this was probably went with a dream dollhouse set.
I have a question for you.
Yep.
So you say this is Fisher Price, Loving Family, 90s, Dream Dollhouse set.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you walk in the kitchen? You don't have a clue.
I know.
But you could remember this.
I can remember that, definitely. Now, this is something good to be looking for. These went to a ride-on, Fisher Price Vintage ride-on toy. That sells for a whole lot of dollars. But these went in front of it, and then the child could sit on it. It was like a construction type vehicle. I'll have comps up for you what it looks like, but also keep your eyes out for something like this. It kind of looks like an oversized Little People, which it is, but that's what it went to. And then I found another piece to the Adventure series. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I love finding Fisher Price Vintage. It's just the highlight of any time I get to go to a yard sale to find stuff either for my wall, which I've got to deal with soon, and especially stuff to list. It's my thing. It's what keeps all of the hunt exciting for me, is finding the things that I like.
And here I just thought it was getting to hang out with you all day.
I enjoy our days, especially when I don't have to drive. Exactly.
I enjoy when you don't have to drive too.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Bye.